What's poppin' YouTube? Nifty back here with another video for you guys.
Objectives.
This is going to be my first commentary back from MLG Dallas, so I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys about that. Also going to talk about a little bit of March Madness going on. Everybody's favorite basketball team is playing. You know, the Gators, they're my team. We're about to win the championship. That's all I got to say about that. So we'll go ahead and we'll start off talking about MLG Dallas, which was last weekend. I left on Thursday night. My flight was supposed to leave out of Orlando at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That flight to Dallas ended up getting canceled, so I had to get on another flight which was supposed to leave at 7 o'clock. And then come 7 o'clock, the people were talking about our plane is still in Dallas, getting maintenance worked on, and this, that, and the other thing. And I was like, okay, so I've been standing here in this airport for like 6 hours now, and you're telling me that my plane is still in the city I'm supposed to be going to? I was bewildered. I didn't know what was going on, upset. Come to find out, my plane doesn't pull in until about 10:50. I get on the plane, we take off around 11:30, and I don't get into Dallas until like 2 o'clock in the morning. It was absolutely ridiculous. But, you know, that's what you get for getting a flight for $100 and some bucks. Shout out to Spirit. I actually got to meet up with Golden Boy once I got there, though. You know, me and Golden Boy, we split a cab back to the hotel. And another funny thing that happened to me this night. So, Kahuna, I'm staying with him and repping for that night, because my team wasn't getting there until the next morning. So, Chris tells me that he's at the Adolph. Okay, so I head over to the Adolphus, and I go to the room number they tell me. Come to find out, they're not at this hotel. I'm just banging on this door at 2 o'clock in the morning. God knows who was sleeping, who wasn't sleeping. But long story short, I ended up walking like 4 blocks and going to their hotel room. Didn't get to bed till about 3 o'clock. Woke up the next day. That was day 1. We ended up winning our first round matchup after we had a first round bye. Our second game, we ended up losing. It was split screen. It was kind of gay. They were some S&D All-Stars. They mauled our asses in S&D. And, you know, I couldn't really do anything about it. We just, you know, we were like, you know, we're not out of it yet. We still have a good chance tomorrow. So let's go back to the hotel, chill, you feel me, get some good sleep, wake up, and be ready to come in tomorrow. And that's what we did. We came out, and I think we made it to losers bracket round 8, where we lost to the team that beat Optic in the qualifier. I can never remember their name, but yeah, we lost to them 6-5 last map. Meltdown S&D, kind of ridiculous. You know, could have went either way. Really close game. So we ended up losing 1 round away from championship bracket, which is, you know, a big bummer. I really wanted to, you know, get into that and be able to play for a top 16 spot. But, you know, stuff doesn't always fall your way. But, you know, we had some big games earlier in the day. We played like 40 minutes of CTF, standoff, 20 of them. Like, nobody scored. It was crazy. Like, we could have been seriously out. We could have been out then. We could have been like top 84. But, you know, we lost. We ended up losing the first map of that match. Raid Hardpoint. We went into the standoff CTF and literally played 20 minutes straight. Nobody scored. Went into the next side, and we ended up winning in overtime again. So then we went on to play standoff S&D, and that went down to 6-5. I ended up dropping like 13 kills. It was just a crazy, crazy match. That could have went either way. Shout out to that team. It was like Ja Rule's Army or something. Them dudes were going in. I'm not even bullshitting. We got through them, and then we played Rage, which was Ogre 2's team. They're going to COD Champs. They actually beat us in a hardpoint as well. We're not going to talk about the EMP that Marquis should or should not have thrown, but we moved on. We beat them in the CTF and the S&D, and then we moved on to play that team that we lost to, 6-5, which was a bummer. They ended up losing to Icons Black, who ended up losing to Hex P. And I think that all those games could have been close if we had moved on. After that, you know, there was, you know, obviously mixed feelings about, you know, our placing. But at the end of the day, a couple gunfights this way or the other way, and we could have been moving on to play for a spot in the top 16. So, you know, we're just going to stick together. We're going to work just as hard as we were, if not even work harder. We're going to prepare, and we're going to be ready for Anaheim. You know, we're going to have a pretty decent seed in the open bracket. depending on, I'm not really sure what they're doing with, you know, pool play or qualifier, or they're doing this or doing that. Everybody's talking, but nobody really knows what's going on. So I'm just gonna wait for that, find out what happens with that. In the meantime, I'm just gonna grind, man. As I'm sure most of you guys know, it's March Madness right now. If you don't know what that is, that's a tournament for all the college basketball teams. You know, it's the top 64 teams. They get placed in the brackets and they play it out for the #1 spot in the country. If you do pay attention to it, there's been some huge upsets. Like last night, team Florida Gulf Coast took out Georgetown. It was a number 15 seed versus number 2 seed. It was a really, really big game. That was like the biggest upset so far. I'm a Gators fan, so I didn't really mind that upset because instead of playing Georgetown in the next round, we'll end up playing either San Diego State or Florida Gulf Coast. So that makes me happy. That actually makes me really happy. Another upset, man. Harvard took out New Mexico in the first round. That was another big buster on my my bracket. You know, I did the bracket on ESPN. It was looking good because I have the whole Midwest correct, still correct till right now. But my God, my bottom looks like Gundam. Just absolutely poop McScoop. Like, it's just horrible. But you know, everybody that I have in the Final Four is still in it. Everybody that I have in the Sweet Elite 8 is actually still in it. So I still have a shot. You know, have a little fun with that in the side while I'm not gaming. Everybody gotta have some fun out here. You can't just be all getting yelled at by Zager and shit. Nobody wants that all day, so you feel me? But my prediction, like I said about my Elite 8, is all right. I have Kansas playing Florida. I have Louisville playing Michigan State. I have Indiana playing Miami. And I have Gonzaga playing Ohio State. And moving on from there, I have Ohio State moving on. I have Miami moving on. I have Florida moving on, and I have Louisville moving on. That is like so awesome just to have the 2 Florida teams. That'll be a huge game. Who's not going to want to watch that? You got Miami playing Florida. On the other side, Ohio State playing Louisville. And if Louisville and Florida end up winning, it's going to be a rematch of last year's either Elite 8 or Sweet 16 match where Louisville beat Florida. So that's going to be a really hyped up game. Not to mention it's going to be the national championship. And that is just going to be so awesome. I really hope that happens just because it'll be such a great game to watch. As this commentary is coming to an end, I want to go ahead and thank you guys for checking out this video. I'm going to have a lot of things to come, lots of things to come. I know I've been talking about it, but I'm going to start doing it. I really got some series coming for you guys. Some things with the team channel is going to be popping up. And hopefully I'll have some big news about the team in the near future. Other than that, thank you guys for checking out this video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and remember, at 50 subscribers, I'm going to give, or no, 100 subscribers, I'm going to give away that Gamma Labs t-shirt. I'll have some other giveaways as I keep going. So thank you guys again. Deuces.
Stitched him up. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. We've taken the lead. Hardpoint contested. Shot out. Lightning strike coordinates received. Inbound. On me! Drop them! Hardpoint locked down. Frag grenade! I got you! Hardpoint identified. On me! Hostiles have the hardpoint. We're losing this fight. Congestion out! Hardpoint locked down. Throwing grenade! We've taken the lead. Congestion out! Hardpoint contested. He's done! Reload!
down.
Way to take it to him. Good win.